Quad 3 is bad for copper, but if China starts to show signs of growth again, it's probably bullish for copper fundamentally. Yeah. So how do you trade copper with U.S. in Quad 3 and China potentially in Quad 1 or Quad 2?
Yeah, really good question. So copper, and copper actually looks a lot like your question. And again, every single macro environment, this is why our process is a framework by which you can measure and map and start to think about making good decisions. It's not a map like a Diego and Dora map where you go for 30 minutes and you do every single thing that the map says. So got a map, and don't do that, okay? It's a framework, a process, so you say, okay, in Quad 3, copper may or may not do this. Meanwhile, we got the Chinese trying to provide the biggest cowbell since the prior big cowbell. Now, the market actually understands this because the copper risk range, if you haven't noticed, you continue to actually just trade copper within this range, and you nail it. So all I do, because I don't know the answer to the question, ultimately, if Chinese stimulus trumps it, or if Trump trumps the stimulus, or if Trump and China make copper go to 350, or, again, I don't know. If I knew, I would say that I think I know. But what the market's saying is that I'm just going to trade the range. So that's published daily, too. Daily risk range in copper is critical. Always has been, always will be. So again, when it's at the top end of the range, you sell some. Bottom of the range, you buy some. That should apply to anybody if you're bullish or bearish. What's interesting about copper is that 291 is the trend. So it's above the trend, then below the trend. Got a map. You know, it's a below and above. So it's one of these things that constantly gyrating every single morning. And that's something to be obviously aware of.